Good morning, friends. Happy Monday. This is just a review of the stuff we talked about in class, and I'm hoping that this video will also help you with your homework. I know that stuff like this looks really weird and scary and complicated, or maybe not. Maybe that's just me on a Monday morning without my coffee. But let's go through this. So these two angles form a 90-degree angle, and we can see that one of the angles is missing. The vocabulary word that we learned when you have angles whose sum is 90 degrees, they're called complementary. I'm gonna try to make sure that this camera does not shake because I feel often like I'm filming the Blair Witch Project instead of a math lesson. Okay, here we go. Complementary angles. So they need to add up to 90 degrees. So if this angle is missing, the way that I'm going to find this missing angle is just subtract 26 degrees from 90, because 26 plus this missing angle is equal to 90. So I can just subtract 90 minus 26, and when I borrow, 64 degrees. So the measure of angle X, that missing angle, is 64 degrees. So those are complementary. Now, if we come over here, we've got two angles that make a straight line. And angles who have a sum of 180, which is also the angle measure to create a straight line, they're called supplementary angles. So again, those add up to 180 degrees. It could be two angles, it could be three angles, it could be four angles. So if I have 113 degrees here, I need to figure out what I would add to that to get to 180. So 113 plus A equals 180. To solve this, I'm going to subtract 180 minus 113. And I'm going to borrow 67 degrees. So angle A is 67 degrees. All right, so we've got complementary, 90 degrees, supplementary, 180 degrees. We also talked about angles that look like this. I'm going to get a highlighter. So when you have two lines that intersect, you basically form four angles. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got this angle here, B, and we've got this angle here, which is 87 degrees. These are called vertical angles. And what I can do is there's another set of vertical angles here. They're not labeled or named, but they're there. So I'm gonna color them in because they're worth it. So if I have vertical angles are formed when lines intersect. Vertical angles are lines that are opposite, lines. They're angles that are opposite each other, vertical angles, and vertical angles are congruent. That is the symbol for congruent. Congruent means equal. So you see there's like a little equal sign, and there's this like a little approximate symbol. Congruent is used all the time in geometry. Congruent. Same shape, same size, congruent. So B and 87 are vertical angles, which means they are congruent. So if this angle is 87, that means that angle B also has to be 87. They are opposite each other. So those are vertical angles. Okay, now this I anticipate will cause a lot of confusion. All right, so here essentially we have three angles. This angle, and this angle. So let's just use this to talk about angle notation. So to do angle notation, we use a little itty bitty angle. We draw a little itty bitty angle, and we name the angle by 3 points with the vertex being in the middle. So this right here, this angle, let's do that. This angle right here would be angle ABC. So we'd write angle ABC. Just like that. That's that angle. Now, let's color that in. Why not? I've got the highlighters. Why not? That is our first angle. So let's look at our second angle right here. So this would be angle, let's draw my little angle symbol. This would be angle CBD, or you could name it DBC. The order doesn't matter as long as your vertex is in the middle. So this is angle CBD. And then the last angle is right here, and that is DBE or EBD. DBE.